ya?
Hi, Tracy. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How's your week been?
It's been a crazy week, but a good one as always.
Well, here at Vaco, our employer value proposition is love what you do and where you do it. So tell me what you love about working at Vaco.
I think Vaco has such a unique culture. From the beginning, I felt like it's a place where I can do my job how I want to do it, and I'm rewarded and valued for that. It's a place where you can make your own schedule, work with all different types of people, and really get value out of what you're doing, and feel like you're making a difference.
That's awesome. That's one of the reasons I really like working here at Vaco too, is you got to own your own career, own your own job and where you're going. So in your 2 years, so you joined here from Big Four, is that correct?
From PwC.
All right. So what was that transition like going from PwC to Vaco?
I think it's never anything that I thought I would be doing. And I like sometimes I'm just like think about like, wow, I'm so glad my life turned out this way because it's something I would have never predicted. But I remember Andrew Peters had messaged me over LinkedIn and said, do you want to use your degree and background in a non-stereotypical way? And that really excited me because I was ready to get out of public accounting, but the options to didn't seem like something I would want to go into. Just being a senior accountant or an accounting manager didn't really excite me at all. But I remember I walked into the interview with Vaco, and I truly didn't know exactly what they did, and I didn't know if it was Vaco or Vaco, and I was just waiting for somebody to say it first so I wouldn't mess it up. But I got so excited and amped up about what they did, and I was like ready to get started even in our initial meeting. So I've always really enjoyed what we do. I remember like the first week of training when Andrew Peters was training me, I was like, this is really fun. But I think there's this misconception in Big Four that like if you're not doing accounting or you're not doing something technical, that you kind of wasted your time getting the degree and getting the licensure and things like that. And I do have candidates that will say to me, well, why did you get your CPA if you're not using it? And I disagree with that because I really feel like I am just more in an entrepreneurial way. I don't feel like I could relate to my candidates and my consultants as much if I didn't have that background. And when they tell me stories about, our competition that they worked with, it makes it very clear that it makes so much more sense to know what your candidates and consultants and know more about their field than kind of just going into it blind.
Yeah, that's really interesting. My degree in college too is not exactly what I'm doing right now, and I just took it and you expand it, right? You make the job work for
Right.
you, and I think that's the cool thing about Vaco too is you can make the job work for you. Sydney, you've been with Vaco for about 2 years now, is that right?
Yes.
Tell me what your career growth has looked like and what opportunities that you see here at Vaco for you.
Yeah. So my first year, I was awarded Rookie of the Year in our VR division, and it really gave me the confidence to know that I understand what I'm doing, and I have great leaders and mentors in our Phoenix office and even beyond our Phoenix office to help me succeed and grow with Vaco. I was promoted to associate director last year, and I'm on track to make director this year. So I definitely see the growth possibility. It's been fun to watch my name climb up on the scorecard, and I hope it keeps going from here.
That's awesome, Sydney. You've done a fabulous job over the past 2 years. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I know you've only been with Vaco for 2 years, but you've accomplished a lot. Tell me how your career has grown over your time here.
I feel like I just have such great mentors and a team. And Baldo, Vaco in general has such a great culture, but specifically in the Arizona office, Baldo and Mike are just great leaders. They treat me, even though they've been doing this for, gosh, 10 times as long as me, with them, being 20 so years in the business and me only two, they treat me like an equal. They want to hear my thoughts and they really value my feedback. Um, and they realize that I'm the only person on the candidate side. So I'm really their eyes and ears to know what's going on and what candidates are wanting in this market. And they don't take that lightly and really trust what I'm saying.
Sydney, so all the great things that you accomplished, you're making it to Vatopia. Tell me about rewards and recognition at Vaco and what have you experienced?
Yeah, so Vaco has an annual incentive trip called Vatopia. Each line of business has a gross margin goal that they need to hit in order to be eligible for the trip. Because I was awarded Rookie of the Year last year, I was then eligible to go to our Vatopia 2021. Unfortunately, because we couldn't all safely meet due to COVID-19, we were given the option to go on a trip of our own choosing. So I'm taking my husband and we are going to St. Lucia in 2 months.
Wow. Have you ever been before?
I've never been. We wanted to do the Caribbean and it seemed like a beautiful place.
That sounds great. And what a great way to celebrate your accomplishments. Sydney, I am so happy that you joined Vaco and that you're here with us. Sydney, thanks for talking with me today. I hope you have a great weekend.
Thank you, Tracey. I appreciate it. You as well.